called me out, so I had to sit and create a beanie. I call this the Burst of Kindness with the Co-mingle stitch. Now, the Co-mingle stitch is something that Jeannie Butterfly Dreams Crochet and More created back last year, and which was inspired by Spring, the fiber enthusiast. And so I just combined my burst of kindness with the co-mingle. I'm gonna call it co-mingling with a burst of kindness. Can you do it? Hello my friends, it's Anita, and this little beanie that I created yesterday after watching Jack's creation by Jack. She sent me a little email that her and Juan the Yarn Addict is starting a little collab, and she reached out to me because Had Not Hate was a big part of my life back in 2021, where I created 210 hats. 210 hats. And the first 50 were just hats that I learned from Bag a Day, Jax, everybody. Like, I was just getting into the groove of learning to crochet. Hats were easy for me because I got to learn how to make stitches and how to put things together and do the math. Yes, math. Anyway, long story short, I got to the point where I wanted to be able to recognize my hats when Shira would pretty much shout you out and show your pictures, and these kids were wearing these hats, and I was just like, is that my hat? Did I make that hat? So, long story short, I was just crocheting the basic hat, and I was like, you know what? I want to be able to recognize my own hats. So, when the kids will wear them, you couldn't really tell, right? I mean, you can't even tell here. But when they took them off and they show you the top of the hats, I basically was like, you know what, that's one way I can recognize my own hats. Is that little wheel that kind of turns just a little bit, and it's like the burst of a sun. So, long story short, the increases right before the front post is what makes it kind of spins in a wheel. So I came up with the burst of kindness. And so basically adding some of my favorite stitches was the extended single crochets, front post extended. I learned all these stitches. So I want to put them all together. I create this hat with a different yarn. This one I did test it a little bit. I started with a 5.5 on the crown, and then realized really quick that I got it to the measurement of my hand, but then when I got to this part of it, I needed to go up a hook size. So I did the first 2 rows with a 6, and then it was still a little tight. It was like more like an infant size hat. So then I went from a 6 to a 7, did 2 rows of that, and then from the 7, it was still a little, like, it got to like right here, right? And I'm like, that's not gonna be enough. So I ended up going all the way up to a 10 clover hook. So I did the mini four rows in the 10. And then to close it off, I ended up just doing a single crochet in the back loops of each stitch, which again, I did multiples of 6, and so I just went around in circles. I am going to try to recreate this hat, because this hat, I made it with just this little bit of skein. I didn't even use all of it, but this is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, not sponsored, in Shocking Violet. And I did want to create this, I wanted to use violet in honor of Michael and his mom for dementia, because it is June and we are in Dementia Awareness Month. And so purple is the color of dementia. Purple is the color of a lot of awarenesses. So I ended up using this one because it was just there. And I did make a flower of it. And I still have all this left, so I might make another flower or something with that, the rest of that yarn. But I am gonna try to mimic this again. None of my hats are the same. Honestly, I just do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll video myself making it, but me trying to explain it and write it down, it doesn't click. And now, to be honest, I don't know if I can create a pattern or whatever the case may be. I might need some magic hands, because I tried to crochet. I do have this neck, but when you put it around your neck and you put your phone here, this bar is in the way, so I can't really see what I'm doing. I do have a gooseneck, but it comes down, and I don't know if my hands are in the frame or whatever the case may be, but I do my best. Just do your best. Don't worry about what anybody else says or does. Just do what you love to do, and that's do your best. Now, I think that's it for me for right now. I do have some projects in mind that I want to get done. I have a few things that I want to finish up. I have, where is it at? Last Monday I started the butterfly shawl with VJ. I got to 6 butterflies of the shawl. This is with the rave yarn. And this is all I have left for one cake. And so I'm going to finish this and then work on maybe another panda. This little guy is going to my little panda friend. You know who you are. I just have to pack him up. But that's it, and that's all. Thank you again for watching. I know I haven't really been posting a lot, but I try my best. So love yourself so you can love everybody else. Have a great day.